this fire could have been confined. I mean, sure, it would have continued a bit, but that was all wilderness out there. It could have been confined. It wouldn't have touched any of the homes.
Michel Valentine, he's a former U.S. attorney for 8 years under Kamala Harris. He's a resident from high up in the Pacific Palisades, right where this fire began. He and his wife were watching this unfold. His wife was out walking the dog. She called 911. I believe she was the first person to call 911 at 10:29 a.m. last Tuesday. He pulled out his camera and began filming 5 minutes later, and he documented much of the process. 10:34 a.m., you see the smoke just behind the house billowing in the wind. 2 minutes later, 10:36, the smoke plume grows, seemingly with no real alarm or notice to any authorities at that point. 10:50 a.m., we see a noticeable change. The plume appears to have spread twice as large. Now more than 20 minutes after his wife called in, you see a chopper overhead, but no obvious fight. The chopper is scouting the fire. 8 minutes later, the size of the fire seems to have doubled yet again. Still, nobody is fighting the fire. At 11:13 a.m., nearly 45 minutes after they called in the fire, you see a chopper come through. 10 minutes later, 11:23, a helicopter comes in, begins to dump water on it. But at this point, the fire is massive and moving quickly down this ridgeline.
You're talking to somebody that's been up in this community for 40 years, and I've seen fires. And I've seen fires during those 40 years, and there's always been a good response. I don't know what happened this time. I did not see any firefighters up there.
Why do you think that is?
That's the question. I don't know. I wish I knew the answer to that. I have no idea. I have no idea why that is.
Now, Los Angeles Fire Department, they confirmed to me that the first call, the 911 call, came in at 10:29, which corresponds to the call that she made. I asked, when was the first time they were fighting that fire? How soon were they up there? They have not yet responded